As members of local school boards of education, you have accepted the responsibility to ensure that all students have the opportunity to learn as much as they can. Unfortunately, many communities have groups of students who greatly underperform compared to other demographic groups. These achievement gaps, as you well know, focus on discrepancies at basic levels of academic proficiency. What you may not know is that such gaps also exist among the highest levels of achievement, a problem labeled excellence gaps. Excellence gaps are differences between subgroups of students performing at the highest levels of achievement.
In Kentucky, and actually in the United States as well, not nearly enough children and young people are scoring at advanced levels. And in order for that to happen, policymakers, educators, and parents must consider it important to have their children reaching advanced levels of achievement.
This chart shows the percent of students from various subgroups scoring at the advanced level in mathematics on the National Assessment of Education Progress. None of the groups have many students scoring at the advanced level, but the performance of Black students with only 1% scoring advanced, Hispanic students with only 4% scoring advanced, and children qualifying for the National School Lunch Program with only 2 to 3% scoring advanced is particularly dismal. Even though Asian American students perform higher than other subgroups, they are only at the 33% in 4th grade mathematics and 23% in 8th grade mathematics. Please know, some countries have much higher percentages of students scoring at advanced levels.
Research tells us that children from low-income families who score in the upper quartile fall farther and farther behind each year they're in school. These children have the potential to be advanced learners. We need policies in place that encourage and support these children to continue learning at an advanced level. These children enter with such great potential, but lose that high potential as they progress to high school. This is not okay.
Mario Hernandez was not one of those students who lost ground. He had educators looking out for him.
My family is predominantly from Mexico. My mom, she came here before I was born. I was born, and then my dad, he left. My mom, she has a hearing deficiency, which doesn't allow her to speak English. She can't learn English because she doesn't understand it. So I have to speak Spanish with her, do ASL, different things like that to help her. It's taught me a lot about perseverance. In kindergarten, I had a teacher who would send me to a 1st grade reading and math class because she felt that I wasn't being challenged in the regular kindergarten class. So she would send me every day to work with other 1st grade kids in their subjects. After that, later in 5th or 6th grade, I went to Jemison 212 Academy, where I would leave the elementary school one day a week and take classes where I would do further math than I was doing at the elementary school. And I would also do different projects that would help me understand the science and the applications that I could use it for. After that, I took the ACT in 7th grade, where I would learn about VAMP, and then I would go to VAMP to be with more like-minded people like me, take advanced classes to try to further my education in the public schools. After that, in high school, I would start taking AP classes where I would really feel challenged because they're college courses where I would need to challenge myself to work harder outside of class and practice more outside of class and just do more work for myself to get a better grade. It's very important for gifted kids to be with other gifted kids because sometimes gifted kids don't feel understood. They can't relate to other kids, and whenever they work with other people and they can go at their own pace and they can go at the faster paces that they can learn better and faster, it helps a lot with their self-confidence and their ability to learn. My favorite class has to be AP Chemistry. It's the most challenging, and that's what I love about it. It's wonderful just to do problem solving 1 hour every day. It makes me feel better about myself.
Mario was one of the fortunate ones. His teacher noted his exceptionalities early, and his formal identification ensured he had other services. But so many others from poverty or minority backgrounds aren't as fortunate. It's time we change that.
Many people share the responsibility for encouraging and expecting children and young people to reach advanced levels of achievement. Among those certainly are school board members who establish the policies in the district and oversee the assessment results. School board members not only establish policy, they also make funding decisions. In doing that, resources have a great deal to do with what the teachers in the schools and the individuals in the central office carry out. So it is very important that a strong message is available in each district that it is important for students to reach advanced levels of achievement, as well as for children who need to get to the proficient level. Please remember, proficiency is important for anyone who hasn't reached that level, but it is no goal at all for a child who is already at grade level and ready to score at advanced levels if given the appropriate educational opportunities to get them there.
In advanced learning, there's a couple of questions we need to ask ourselves. And the first one is, why do so few children and young people achieve at advanced levels? And what policies and practices get in the way that creates this? We have to make sure that we are adopting policies that don't restrict advanced learning. And for example, if we have a kindergartner that is learning and reading chapter books at home, why would he or she need to spend time working on initial sounds at school? And if we have a 7th grader that is capable of doing algebra, why would we not want him to study algebra in our school systems? It's a choice that we have to make if we advance these students, and we want to do this for ourselves and our school districts. As a school board, we have the responsibility to provide the best and possible education there is for our students. And to do this, we must have conversations, not just among ourselves, but with our staff and our site-based councils to provide the means to provide this advanced learning for our students. We don't want to hold them back, and it's our responsibility to provide that education.
How can local boards of education make an impact on addressing the excellence gaps in their districts? How can you address the excellence gaps in your district? Look at your local district data. What do your excellence gaps look like? Review board policies to examine their impact on advanced students and ask these 2 questions. How will this policy impact advanced students? How will this policy help more students perform at advanced levels? The answers to these 2 questions can drastically change the life of a child. You have the opportunity and responsibility to remove the learning ceiling.
When I grow up, I want to be a Supreme Court Justice. With your help, I can reach my dreams. You can make it happen.